Yeah, one of each color. The de facto ones of each color. But yeah, all right. We'll start here. So Cormela, Glamour Thief, 4 mana 2/4 with haste, and then you can tap it and spend a mana to generate Grixis colored mana that can only be spent on instants and sorceries. And when it dies, you can pick up an instant sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So it just screams like setup combo nonsense. I'm sure there's plenty of like Grixis control ideas too. There's not a lot of card advantage here, so you're better off playing something that actually gives you card advantage in the command zone, because your deck is usually very, very different when you have a commander that does not necessarily give you card advantage. You have to like play card draw spells and whatnot instead of, whatever. So I'm going to try some kind of storm thing. This seems more complicated than the one I always default to looking at. Well, we have Iroh now, which I have played quite a few times. Yeah, this one, but there's also, where is it? Maybe I deleted it. I might have deleted it now. Oh no, it's expired. My Rowan list. But yeah, black red Rowan, kind of doing the storm thing. Super all in on your commander. This isn't necessarily all in. In fact, when this dies, you're like, okay, you just grab a spell. You're just chilling. Sometimes you want to sacrifice it, like, just yourself. So, not super upset when it dies. It doesn't present the scariest thing upon entering the first time, but it's probably going to get killed a lot upon entering the first time. I don't even know how much I like these mana rocks. This was a list I got online, and then I tweaked it quite a bit. So there are some funny things, but I'm going to have faith in someone else having played this, that they might have a better idea, a better starting point. So I didn't start this completely from scratch. I don't know. I mean, well, we know how I feel about the mana rocks. You're either running all of them or none of them, but I'm willing to try a couple, maybe to see games where I have one relative to the games I do not have one. And yeah, try to do something storm-centric. There is this combo that has been brought to my attention here. There's another one. I don't own it. A 2-mana Molten Duplication thing. But yeah, you can copy spam Dual Caster Mage. This is a combo in, like, normal historic. Best of one. In, like, unranked, people just randomly do this to get their, like, 4 daily wins or something. So that's cool. Maybe there's tutor ideas to find things more consistently, but I don't know. Could also probably weave in Thousand Year Storm. I kind of like Thousand Year Storm more than Mind's Desire. I've never actually cast this. I don't think I have. At least. Magma Opus could also be like, Thousand Year Storm. This is somewhat castable if your commander's in play, because you do generate mana off your commander's ability. So, like, you can untap and then are surprisingly close to actually casting this. Unfortunately, it's not the very next turn, because, you generate 2, and then you have, let's say you play a land, you have 5, it's only 7. So you can't go right into this, which would make it really appealing. Honestly, because you can't do that, I really just don't like this card. It's okay when you hit it with this, but it's also, like, not actually that great as an 8-mana spell. Like, 4 damage, splitting around is fine. Tapping things is whatever. Making a 4/4 is okay. Drawing 2... Like, it's not actually doing... I'm taking it out. I've convinced myself. I'm going to run Thousand Year Storm. Any excuse to play that in a deck like this. But I don't like... Dig Through Time... I play with my own graveyard a little too much with my commander and whatnot that I don't even know if I like Treasure Cruise, but I'm going to try at least one of them. I mean, there's like fetch lands to eat with Delve and whatnot. But, yep, some kind of Grixis Storm thing. Probably too many goofy cards to start here, but you never know what happens. You can maybe kill someone with infinite tokens with these two, so... Okay, so, yep, this game's over. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, alright, I gotta reevaluate. The only way I feel like this is ever actually doing something is if you're already casting 15 spells in a turn and you've won. Okay, I actually have a spell this time. That's cool. Apparently those are important. Opponent, that's not how you play around Thoughtseize. You're just supposed to crack it on my upkeep. Made a mistake. Oh wait, I guess that's how you trigger your commander though. What do I know? What do I know? I don't know how to... I don't know how to do things here. That's not what I'm here for. On the play with a 1-mana commander, so... I feel like I'm losing egregiously already. It's also mono blue. It's like Tameo. Let's get you. Another land is actually fine. Yeah, I think that's fine here. Let's play said land. Actually, we should play the one they... Well, Alright, we'll do this. Shall do this. This deck doesn't normally play counter spells, but it does play giant artifacts that I can't cleanly answer, so might not matter. They somehow don't have a 3-mana artifact. Cast on a sphere greater. It's kind of weird. You have a 4? I mean, surely you have a 4. They saw my whole hand. K-Command is actually pretty good here. I don't know if there's any good Fabricate other than the One Ring, which would force them to find a way to genuinely win if they did that. It's not what they do. They go the route of... I'm not really sure what this kind of route is, actually. I don't know what to consider that. Okay, so 4 mana. Let's play you, and I think I'm going to make them discard. Right? Like, what does this do? We sacrifice this? Yeah. So, discard and... I don't know why I would kill this. Okay, well, we got to this point. I don't have a 1,000-Year Storm scenario, but at least it's castable. They did not crack this first. Could have done that. Makes Brainstorm a little bit weird. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just cracking this. I don't really like what I just saw for return, but I don't know the hand. Let's put in Watery Grave, and 1,000-Year Storm will be cast. They counter it, so be it. But it's not doing anything right now. My opponent knows my hand, so it's not really crazy. But they do deal with it. But it wasn't going to do anything. As it stands, at least. It wasn't going to do anything. K-Command is a good card to pick up, I will admit. They basically just, like, spent all that time re-establishing what the Brainstorm had just, like, did. I really don't want to play the land they know... I'll just play it. Plays around Mana Leak. Pass turn. Oh, I guess I can swing. Haha. Taste it. They can tap my commander with the relic. Don't think I care too much about that, though. Alright, there must be some kind of essence. Wasn't a flicker. I'm not sure what this means. Why did you block that? Alright, so we do get the crack here. This got a stun counter, but as you can see, I'm not doing anything with all that mana. They simply pass. Do I have another Surveil land here? Could have held it for Brainstorm. I think the Surveil land's better. Okay, well, that's not what I want. Okay, well, I'm not gonna hold on to it. Flow of Knowledge. Draw 5? Bruh. So that can get Koligon's command. Do I keep that in the graveyard? No, I don't keep that in the graveyard. Let's grab the K command and shock and shatter. They don't have to cast flow in response. They can just chill. What the... Okay. Sure. What is the idea of this? That is a very... It's not the craziest torrential Gearhulk I've seen. I'll say that much. Just kind of chilling. Was that even better than just casting Flow of Knowledge? Flow of Knowledge had to be better here. I don't know what that was about there. They're like, oh, I have to spend my mana. You didn't really have to though. Okay, well, if they swing, I can block and do the thing again. This is a very strange decision. Very strange. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, I actually drew a card that might do something. Let's play... I think we play out the mana and then just pass. Because my opponent seemed interested in this line. And this keeps me with a... Alright, I'm going to play the land. We're beyond the point of not playing it. This lets me pick up K command and attack another artifact, which they seemed really interested in putting into play, so... Make a Vile Smasher Sakashima Thousand Faces deck. Oh boy. Also, thank you. That's quite generous of you. I much appreciate it. That's cool. Awesome. I haven't seen one of those since I was 2. Appreciate you. It makes it all worth it. Would you guys still watch if I just started crying? I'd watch. I have to kill this. What's going to kill me? I mean, yeah, I can put that together. Probably. Can I? Yeah, I'm sure I can, right? Surely? Okay. Whatever that spell is apparently a counter spell? No? No. Okay. Yeah, I know. I need a face cam donation. So the next time someone drops a super chat like that, I can... I can have an incentive to turn it on. Alright, there's the One Ring. Let's not... Or let's try to do something about it. Yeah, I'll see. I don't even know if I have those cards. I think I have Vile Smasher. I don't know if I have Thousand Faces. But I'll see. I actually won a paper game with that situation not too long ago. Someone had a Vile Smasher Faces deck and I I piloted it to victory. Had a cool win at the end of it too, actually. I can look into that. Thanks again. They don't prepare you how thankful you're supposed to be when it happens. You just gotta expect to... Oh, they have protection. Alright, well, the One Ring is actually in play. It was not in play earlier where it could have been. My opponent might have died at this point had they played it at that point in the game. So, killing my commander is not a productive use of your resources, but it is a use of your resources nonetheless. So, Prismari Command is another Shatter, right? It is, yeah. Is there anything else that makes sense here? This has Flash. Huh. I could get Deadly Dispute. I guess I'll just get Dualcaster Mage. No, that's dumb. I'll get this. Let that resolve. Pick up Kolagon's Command, right? Yeah. My opponent with the One Ring could die to damage. These two cards are, like, really annoying for my opponent to play against. I don't want to crack the treasure tokens, so I'll just pass. Okay, so Shatter, discard. Discard and blow up the Cityscape Leveler. They get rid of Watery Grasp. Very interesting. I can't target the Hedron Archive because they'll just blow it up. In response, Faithless Looting is weird. It is technically cards over the course of turns. Maybe I can. I'm not going to cast my commander. Diabolic Intent is good with my commander, but it's going to be hard to ever get it back. I guess I'll keep it. Then I can do this. Okay, well that's easy enough. Okay. Yeah, it was a deck with, How did I win? I won with... I stole somebody's octopus that... Or I cloned it that then made me, create a bunch of 8/8s with 1/1s that I had made with Young Pyromancer. Treasure... I don't believe my opponent is a control deck, so they have to, like, actually win with something at some point, eventually. Like, there's just no way there's a ton of counterspells. I just don't believe that. Okay, so I can do this now. I'd rather not. Okay, well, we knew that was coming. They did it at a very strange time. I could just assume I'm dead. I don't know. I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna pass. Do I swing? Sure, why not? Oh. Okay. Sure. What, it has Aetherize in their deck? You got it? Chimil. Alright, well, I have to cast this here, otherwise it doesn't do anything. I've never seen a Vial Smasher Takashima before. There's not a lot of coin flip centric cards, I don't think there are. Wait, I lied. I'm talking about Krark. Oh no, I lied to you. I thought we were talking about Krark flipping coins. Whoops, I've never played Vial Smasher. Oops. Don't listen to me. It was Krark clone spam. That's what it was. Alright, so this is probably my last turn. That's what my instinct is. That is my last turn. So red, blue, black, spaghetti, and then I tap you for this. So I have to win right now, and I have really no idea how to do that. But maybe it just starts with, what does it start with? Let's see. Pirate's Pillage. But then I don't have anything to discard to it. And I can't possibly get anything to discard to it. So I think I just grab this. Let's find Bolus's Citadel. What about Mizzix's Mastery? This is 8 mana. I'm gonna go with Mizzix's Mastery and just hope it works. I think that's the idea here. So if I cast this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have enough after. All right, that's tragic. All right, so Prismari Command, Treasure, Shatter. Wait, no. This can kill that. We'll just cast Dark Ritual. Sync can pick up my opponent's Power Stone. K Command can do discard Shatter. Discard Shatter. Put this on the stack. It doesn't matter when I put it on the stack, because it's part of the cost. Prismari Command, Treasure, draw 2, discard 2, and then Preordain, and no counterspell. Seagate's interesting. I don't think I have the mana to ever get there with that, but if I do, it's probably part of the equation of doing something with stuff. Get rid of these two. Treasure. Opponent has to discard, which I'm sure is nice and easy. Bounce that. Dark Ritual. Kill Emery. I guess it's a good thing I kept this card. Okay. Well, I didn't do anything. I dealt with my opponent's creature, though. It was pretty lackluster, though. If I had the, if I had Thousand Year in play, I would have done it. Yeah, I like Blex. Blex is great. Alright, they found a way to create threats. Now they just have to put them in play. Which I'm sure is pretty easy. My commander is way too expensive to probably cast moving forward here. Can I cast it right now? I suppose I can cast it right now. They don't have any mana up. Maybe I can make something work with it next turn. Let's cast Case. And then pass. And hopefully my opponent's just busy trying to make a bunch of tokens. Alright, well I lost all my lands to Winter Moon. Probably too much to come out of at this point. There's 1 mana rock for that? So it really wants to set... Oh, right, I have to, because that's sorcery mana. So let's go... Red... Red? Well, that's not a pile of cards there. That doesn't help either. Let's do this here. I mean, I'm facing down Mighty Lethal. Sack this. I'll keep it in the graveyard because there's no way to ever... Oh, I have to keep it in the graveyard. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Let's grab... Seagate? No, that's triple blue. I don't have that, so... This. Do I have a viable card to find here? Mind's Desire? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there any good reanimate? Cityscape? Torrential Gearhulk? Oh. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. This? Okay, here. 23. Okay, play the land. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Something. There's 8 of them. Or 9 of them. Come on. There's no way. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Sure. Ugh. Okay, Bolus's Citadel. Talisman. Okay. Come on. There's 10 permanents. There's just 10 permanents, so they need, like, stifle. But they did not stifle the, I can copy Torrential Gearhulk. Oh, it's coming together. Okay, so let's do that. This? Yep. Oh man. Okay, alright. So we can just take a counterspell, right? 3 steps? Just take a counterspell? Bolus's Citadel? Make you lose 10? Oh, this is just on the top? I go to 1? Yes! I can't believe that. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. I can't believe that. Wow. I won that. Those Winter Moon tapped my entire mana base. It tapped all of them. Every single land. I don't have a basic. I played this turn. It tapped my entire mana base, and I still won. After casting my commander, like, what, 6 times? Wow. I can't believe I found a line. I cannot believe I found that line. Wow. Oh, man. I didn't even need the tendrils. I didn't need the tendrils. The Bolus's Citadel would have killed them. Because I had 10 permanents, right? You just sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, alright. So I had it there, but the tendrils is just another layer of things to have. That's crazy. My opponent had 37 cards left. It was probably their I was probably doomed next turn, although I did amass a board state that would actually let me survive, to be fair. Oh, no, I didn't. I died of this. I'm actually not quite there. I could have, because this has flashback, I could have gotten Dualcaster Mage with the, with, what was it called? This thing. I could have got Dualcaster Mage. This has flashback. The red mana mattered. I could have done that. 4 and 3. So we had it there too. I actually got all of the things. Wow, Mind's Desire for 9 or 8 there. Untapping with no lands. And I stormed with Mind's Desire. Wow. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That game could just be the video alone. That was crazy. That's never gonna happen again. We should just stop right now, actually. Shoot. Unbelievable. I completed my quest all in one fell swoop. I don't even remember what the quest was. Wow. I don't know where I pulled that out of. Somewhere in my afro, it just came out. I picked my hair enough that my brain could breathe. It's one of those hands that doesn't have anything in it, and I hope to find it. See, this is the thing. I'm not like 100% comfortable with my Diabolic Intent knowledge with this deck. That's a card, right? I have the One Ring already? No, this is a card. It has text on it. Pony made a mistake. You played a 1-mana ramp spell, not a 2-mana ramp spell. Or, excuse me, you played a 2-mana and not a 1-mana. Let's get you. I think I washed this away. It's mana efficient, I probably should. I'm not going to Toxic Deluge next turn, so. Especially if they cast it again next turn. I love all the Svella players right now. I know it's for like the achievement, but I like Svella. They do not cast it again. I guess there's no land? They didn't get a tapped Snowland either. Interesting. They are playing Snowlands, though. Is a 3-2 do anything here? No, not really. I suppose the second 3-2 does if I pay enough life over the course of this game. Which is a thing that I am not above doing. I'm going to cast my commander. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You can't make me. That's... Is that too late? This is really hard to do. You know what? That actually might be a card to take out. I think we found the card we're taking out. I think we found it. Okay, that's unfortunate. All it really does is blow up a land and kill this, which is honestly enough. But, yeah, go figure. This is 4 toughness. I don't want to play the One Ring. I don't want to play the One Ring. I don't think I want Bolas' Citadel. I will take that. Do I cast it right now? Yeah. Discard... Shock. Look at that, we both 2 for 1'd each other. Okay. Okay. So, Commander now? No, still not now. Just land and pass. There's no reason to really play this, unless I have, like, critical mass of degeneracy. I want to Deluge for 4 before I cast my Commander anyways. And now this is the window to do it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Svella. That doesn't let me draw. That makes One Ring way easier to cast. I'll cast it. I don't know. I feel like I'm casting the commander and not Svella. Or Savala, whatever, you know what I mean. The other one. They didn't eat the food token. They could have just eaten the food token. Pretty sure that's part of a quest. And that doesn't work out too well. Alright, so we draw, and then sack the One Ring? Maybe now we don't. So, no, that doesn't do anything. Fell into K command? 4? So K command... Oh, fell's an instant. Alright, so 4... No, 3. K command, Toxic Deluge. So Toxic Deluge for 3. K command, Shock Discard. There's no reason to target the food token. When it loses Frostbite, surprised I didn't just cast it in response there. And we can sack our ring if we deem it worthy of sacking. That is not a sack-worthy reason to do it. Sure. What is that? Tap target creature, return this to your hand. Whoa. Alright. You got it. I will take 2. I will draw. I shall play, excuse me, this here. So that's 1 spell. Do I want to go to 2 and draw 15 cards here? Like I just draw a bunch of cards and then go to 2? That seems... Oof. What if I just played this and then Signet? And gain 3 life, right? Is that 3? Okay. It's not the most exciting thing, but it's more set up. It gives me a lot of cushion that I didn't have before. Do I counter this? I don't think I do. They didn't activate their commander. They could have activated the... Oh no, they were 1 short. Never mind. They can now, though. They also didn't swing at me, so that's more life to play with. I'm still not dead on board. Okay, we can do this first. And then cast Seagate. I think casting Seagate's a good idea. It's hard not to cast this. Okay, and then land. Just spam spells. Talisman. Sacrifice. Commander. Command Zone. Pick up Deadly Dispute. Get 4 black. We have 5 mana. Cast this. Oh, I had Reanimate. Oh, I had Reanimate. Why didn't anyone say anything? What have you done to me? I didn't see it. Ugh. I think we would have won. Yeah, we would have won. Shambles. Cast this here. Can I still win? We're getting really close. Getting really close. Let's cast you. At least I have a ton of life if I don't just outright win. What can I reanimate that matters? Nothing? I don't have a snowland. Can't crack a food token. Okay, so I can't quite win. But I got really, really close. And I got so close, I'll probably win next turn through almost anything. Unless they blow up the Aetherworks, and I'll have to find a different way to win. Obviously. Goblin Archomancer. This does not cast it, so that doesn't count for like the achievement quest thing, I don't think. Alright, they're over it. Yeah, we untap, and then we basically have it. We're at 42, let's say we're at 38. We would have won. We would have won with this. I could have reanimated my commander. All that jazz. Alright, so let's play you, pass. Cavern has not once come up. What is this? Oh, it's Liliana. This has been on my list to play for like 10 years. Jeez. Offer you can't refuse? Nope. I don't like offer you can't refuse. I don't like it when I counter my own spell. I don't like it counter my opponent's spell. It's one of my least favorite answers to anything, really. Honestly, let's get... Do I not have the blue-red surveillance? Oh, I can't get it off this land. Pretty sure it's in here, though. Maybe I want it Xander's. Okay, I found it anyways. Always had it. Let's play you. I can safely just deploy things, I guess, to some degree. Excuse me. What does this do? Whenever this untap... Alright, that thing. Only time I've seen this is in black decks. That's funny. They did not have Dark Ritual because they didn't cast their commander. So I guess there's no Dark Ritual. I'm going to just pass. No, it definitely looks like Dark Ritual. We're just not casting it for some reason. If you would draw a card, we have no... So another Mana Rock. Let's name Vampire. Because we're edgy like that. Cast this. Alright, so there's a Wash Away, which is probably, if you just followed my play pattern, is obvious here. But we'll see if they play into it. They do. It doesn't really matter too much, because I can just cast their commander again anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dark Ritual, so I'm never shutting their commander down fully. No creatures yet, though. They're just sort of chilling. They don't even make zombies. No, you do make zombies. You do make zombies. I'll make the first 3-2, as is tradition. Let's play this. Yep, just get that in play. It's not ideal to spend my Tail's End treasure token here, but I should just do that anyways. Just keep this from not showing up. Alright, they're over it. Little did my opponent know, that was the last time that was ever going to happen. They were just going to cast it next turn, and then I was just going to need to win a different way. Like, I was not ever going to counter this again, or rather, it's very unlikely. So... Okay, I gotta fix that. I don't have the blue-red Surveil land in here. That's obviously a mistake. I can cast my commander and then maybe do something with it. Do they cast their commander? I don't see how they don't. I've seen this player a few times. One of the few Cloud truthers out there. Always plays Cloud. It's been a while since I've seen them, though. They're probably farming these fellow players, though, with the red-green sword. Okay, so commander... Big chillin'? That's about it. I guess I won't attack. I don't know. I don't really think it's going to matter, but maybe it does. I think my life total is more important than my opponent's life total. Yeah, alright, we saved ourselves 2 damage. That's more than worth it to me. So, let's Frantic Search. Discard you and you, because you don't matter. You don't matter. I found an answer to Swiftfoot boots, but then I don't do anything else. I can't copy it and then do stuff. Oh wait, what am I doing? I almost made a mistake. I shouldn't be doing anything. I shouldn't be playing the game. I need them to red, blue, red. Yeah, if they cast another equipment, which is 100% guaranteed, I'm sure. Oh, opponent, come on. Wait a minute. No, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's actually castable. Target point loses life in this strong creature. Alright, so we just pass. We're chilling. We're just chilling here. I don't like this floating mana doing stuff situation that they have going on. Nettle Cyst? Okay. Oh, why is he equipped 2? Come on. Stop having things, please. Let him swing. Destroy an artifact. Treasure token? No. Destroy an artifact. Draw 2. Just go to. Destroy that. I don't think I'm gonna copy this, because there's a 1-mana spell. I don't think I'm copying this. Let's get rid of you and you, because I can reanimate it. Alright. I mean, I'll block. You didn't have a thing to protect your equipment, so what do you have to do here? Ephemerate? Oh, I love it. I love it. They didn't even target Cloud. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now I can sweep the board and they lose the Ephemerate. And I guess technically 2 life. Take action. I'll pick up the sweeper, right? No, we pick up Prismari Command. Keep the artifacts depressing. Let's reanimate Vivi. Just gonna spend the mana now. This tapped. Alright, can you deal with Vivi? To be fair, Vivi itself isn't necessarily doing anything, so... They know about command. They know I can take out the thing that they find here. I don't have to deal with the boots, I can just keep dealing with the other things, unless they're indestructible. I don't think Cloud players play Kaldra. Is Kaldra even in the game? I don't think it is. Sword of... what? Blue and white, sure. Sword of blue and white. Okay. Play... you. Yep. Pass. Yep. Weird game so far. Cast and equip is the major thing that would make me do anything. Equip creature phases out. What? Okay. When? Can I, like, read this for real? Pay 2, it phases out. Okay. Yeah. That doesn't really matter. Draw 2, shatter. I will deal with it anyways. I'll deal with it anyways. Equip creature phases out. The equipment doesn't phase out. Okay. I found something that could help me combo in... Wait, why did it... Does it... Oh, what? Equip creature phases out? Alright, all things attached to equipped creatures phase out. Never had that happen. I've never seen that before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've just never had that come up. Didn't know that. I did not know that. But now I do. This is another spot. I feel like the win is somewhere in my deck and I have to find it. What about No. Bolus's Citadel. Bolus's Citadel. Okay. Bolus's Citadel. I can't use the mana from my commander, so... Take action. Oh, yeah! Oh, I did it again. You're right. I did it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did it again, yep. You're right. When you're right, you're right. That's the second time I've done that. I think Talisman has to find a card to deal with Bolus's Citadel. So this is just going back to me to then find a different way to win. Which will now be the actual win card that I forgot. Whoops. It's the second time I've done that. I think that's the second time I've done that. Maybe, hopefully it's not. Maybe it is the first time. But yeah, I should have went with the, yeah. I'm not going to say it out loud, because then it's embarrassing. This has to deal with Bolus's Citadel. Wow. Alright, so the Talisman to deal with VV. This is not an effective use of Talisman. But I did stop the Buster Sword, so I guess I didn't have a chance anyways. So we do this. Then we get... Swords is gone now, right? Like, they already cast it. Put a stop there. Land... Oh, I need a creature in play. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I made things way harder on myself. I made things just unnecessarily difficult on myself. So blue-red, treasure token, draw 2. Treasure, draw 2. I'm not going to copy this. Well. I can make my opponent tap out. Destroy. Discard. Discard. And do the thing again. This makes him tap out. Which probably doesn't matter whatsoever. But, you know. It's a thing that happened. Yeah, I'm doing my best trying to lose on purpose impersonation right now. So cast my commander. Have no mana left. Oh, I'm going to cast it. I'm going to cast it. I'm not terribly concerned whatsoever at my opponent's card there. I'll just swing. I look more innocent just attacking. I also can't block anyways, so please just equip your weird sword. Thank you. Counter and proliferate. Very innocent thing, but they finally swung with Cloud for like the first time this game. On turn like 26. So they get some counters, and it becomes a very dangerous one-shot in a second here. I mean, it basically already is. Okay, so now we have it. Target. Target. Got it. And yep, they all have haste, so... Let's do this like 25 times. Alright. And then at the in order to stop the loop, you either go to the... There is a token limit So unlike paper, it goes to 250. And I think they changed it. It used to be able to have 250 of every token, but now I think it's only 250 token permanents as a whole. So like Scute Swarm can't have Krenko at the same time. They'll just like share the 250 pool. Okay. Yep. Go on, Thoughtseize me. Do it. Oh. Let's get rid. Yep. Twinning Staff? Never heard of it. That my opponent just played Perilous Mirror. Whoa. Okay, well, stock up. That's a piece, and we have a land. We can get Burgy. It's fine. It gives me something to do. Yeah. Perilous Mirror is just chilling. Look at it. I've never seen Perilous Mirror. Ever. I'm gonna gamble and assume that doesn't win the game, but maybe it does. Oh wait, I can't gamble. I can't counter it anyways. Never mind. They didn't swing for one. That's toxic. Okay, there you go, Burgy. You're chilling. Opponent doesn't crack Mishra's Bauble, nor do they crack Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Cornucopia for 0. Okay. Commander, let's wash that away. Wash that down. Couldn't they have just No, they couldn't have. Okay. They can swing. They don't. They could have swung, though. So, Faithless Looting. Maybe I could have gotten rid of Seething Song there, actually. Play my commander. Oh, wait. Land. Let's not lose the treasure token. Float. Cast this. What I really should do is cast this. What I really should do is cast this. Mystical Tutor. Alright. No Lightning Bolt. And pass. Oh, no. It'd be a world first if Perilous Mirror killed Burgy. It'd be a world first. I don't have a third black source, actually. Oh, I do a Strike It Rich, but that costs 3. What am I mystical tutoring? Treasure Cruise? Treasure Cruise is kind of okay. I mean, I go down a card in hand, and it's basically like putting a card on top of my library, so Treasure Cruise only effectively draws 1 card. Yeah, that seems kind of dumb. I really don't know what's a mystical tutor. I don't think I put Grim Tutor in my deck. Did I? I don't know. Still not swinging with that 1/1. Yeah, I'm not going to mystical tutor. I'm just going to play it slow. Let's do this. Oh, I actually can cast Bolas's Citadel. Okay, that makes life way easier. Yeah, come to find out, when you cast Bolas's Citadel, life gets a lot easier. I didn't think of this as a potential thing. Why not? I will shuffle. So I have no idea what I could. Now we can put Treasure Cruise on top. I can also put Mystic's Mastery on top. Seagate? Alright. This is a spot where I would probably make me show them something. I was only drawing 3 cards here, right? Yeah, I was only drawing 3. Alright, this is another spot. I gotta go look. Back to the lab. What was the right choice? What was the right play? There had to be a game-winning line. Oh, for a different tutor. Yeah. I was focused on Grim Tutor, and I said I didn't actually add it to the deck, and then I assumed there was no way to get Dualcaster Mage. But I have Beseech the Mirror. Okay. So it was there. Let me think about it. Boom, boom. Cast that. Yes. Alright. Alright. We did miss the win. Which was the win we just did. Yeah. Just for some reason, I was so fixated on Grim Tutor that I forgot we had a different tutor in the deck. Beseech the Mirror. I think that's the only card, too, right? Yeah, it's the only one, because I can't get Wishclaw Talisman. Yeah, it is. It was the only card. Oh, no. Come on. What am I doing? We had this, too, right? For instant sorcery, put your hand... This puts it to the hand... Oh, no, this does too. Yeah, for some reason I thought it would just be on the top of my... What am I doing? See? I can't keep my thoughts straight. Neither of these put them on the top for Bolas' Citadel. But I would still have the mana to go for it? Would I have had the mana? Tragic. Alright, I got to stop playing the game right now. There's been some long games. This has been way more interesting than I thought it would. It actually looked completely hopeless to start. I wouldn't say this combo is necessary, but it's definitely a really good thing to just have. In fact, moving forward, I can see myself just putting these 2 cards in more deck. I mean, there's the 2-mana one, the Mythic Rare that I don't have. But this isn't like Godo. Obviously, you need both cards at the same time, so it's not like Godo. You also have to be red in a spot where, like, you can go for it, whereas Godo, it's just not the same. But apart from that, I like this. I think about half the time I made incorrect lines. This is my favorite part about Storm decks in general. I really like Storm decks. There's a lot to think about. And you do just get better with practice. Sometimes I miss very obvious lines. You get hung up on one thing and then forget you had another line. There's 99 cards to think about. Well, slightly less than that. Let's be real. 39 lands, so like 60 cards to kind of think about at any one time. Your graveyard is also relevant the entire time. Sometimes it's okay to get like a sack outlet and then reanimate this, or a tutor to do something. I don't know. Mind's Desire is kind of that card that you would play in spots where you like don't want to think about anything. You just get to 6 mana, have cast things at some point in this turn, and then you Mind's Desire, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I think this card is weird. It did impress me here, but still, I don't really know. You want to minimize the win conditions to their lowest possible point so they don't impede your way to get to them in the first place. Bolas' Citadel is a value engine before it would just win inevitably on its own anyways, so it does something the turn you cast it. Sometimes it can just actually win the turn you cast it. Thousand Year Storm is not like that. But I would say this is a must-answer threat that you cast. Sometimes it isn't, though, in this deck. Sometimes I would have found myself untapping with it in a spot where I probably wouldn't have won, but I don't know how true that is, because I never had it happen. Every time I did cast it, it exploded, as it should. Wishclaw Talisman is funny. Sometimes, well, actually, a lot of the time, if you get something that your opponent has to answer, then they just use the talisman to answer that card, and then the next time you use talisman, they can't do it again because it only has 3 counters, and you get to spend 2 of them. So that is pretty funny. That did happen once or twice here. The mana rocks are weird, and they're doubly weird with, like, not being spells that this can cast. So, I don't know. I had all the signets and talismans, and then I took out the signets for, like, Ral and Brawl. They seemed a bit more universal as opposed to the signets, but they don't help me cast my commander, especially in games where it dies 3 times. Which is something that you should kind of expect. You're never really too upset with this dying, especially against certain creature strategies. If you just kill this over and over to a sweeper, you can just keep picking up the sweeper and continuously annihilate your opponent's board. That's actually really good. Like Toxic Deluge for 4 or whatever over and over is really a way to stop certain decks. You need mana to keep doing that, but Underworld Breach is a lot of mana to invest in this turn where you win with this. Iroh is a green deck, so it can do whatever it wants. Like, it literally do whatever it wants. You can't do that here, so this is a bit rough. Rowan discounts all your spells, so it kind of, does the mock green thing. You just have a ton of mana, so you tap it for like 4, and then everything's like super cheap. This just doesn't do that. So the mana is kind of the pain point here, but you are in Grixis, so you're in like the storm colors to be in, apart from green, right? Where green, I think, more than makes up for it. I actually do think green is just a better color to run as like a 3rd color for your blue-red storm than black, but you could actually run all of them. I haven't really tried that with something like Golos. But yeah, the green more than makes up for the lack of tutors and board wipes by a large degree. But I don't know. I really don't even know what to say. Oracle of the Alpha. I normally make fun of people who play this. I don't like this card. It's like Hearthstone randomness nonsense. But this deck can continuously recur any of the cards it finds. And if I'm searching through my deck with enough cards that it's reasonable to hit like the extra turn in the draw 3 over and over, it's probably worth it. I think it's worth trying. It was taken out basically immediately, and then I put it in at the very end and never saw it, but it probably has play here. I'd say so. It works with Bolas' Citadel because you can just play right through the cards it shuffles in, because they're mocks and not lands, so they don't like get in the way or something like that. But yeah, it's Grixis Storm. I do like what this is doing. It's quite interesting. The other Storm decks I've played recently feel a lot stronger than this. And honestly, Iroh can actually play this combo that just wasn't on my radar at the time. So I might even try that. Any excuse to play Iroh, I'll make it. Which is, just put these 2 cards into it. But yeah, it's a Storm deck. It takes time to find lines, and every time I finished the game, I went in, looked like, all right, what was the right thing to do, whether I won or lost, just to see what the lines should have been. If I had infinite time and wasn't holding my opponent hostage thinking, I would probably, just find it in the game itself, but you only have so much time to take your turn, which is a good thing, by the way. You don't want people to learn how their Storm deck works, and you're sitting there for 20 minutes inside of a game that you can't leave because there's no rope mechanic or something. But yeah, I like this. This is cool. This is my kind of deck. I like Storm decks. Every time they pop up, it gives me an excuse to stare at the deck builder more than actually play games, which I love doing. I love building decks so much. And then it comes to playing them, I'm like, this is cool. I want to make a deck again. I want to make another deck. But yeah, I like this. This is cool. That's all I got to say. I'm talking in loops. I enjoy this. I recommend it. Feels good to play, especially if you're good at casting storm things and storming off. Still don't like Grape Shot. I think that's a trap. Don't play Grape Shot. Alright, well, I don't know if I'm going to be around before Christmas. I might be. Who knows? But if I don't see you guys before then. Hope everyone has a good Christmas. And I will see you after that. Yep, that's it. Get out of here. GG's.